Hello and welcome to another episode by CDBTC. Today is Friday, September 10th, 2021. Today we're going to talk about Mastercard and how it plans to acquire a crypto tracing firm and how this is bullish for the entire cryptocurrency space. We're also going to talk about BTC and the Ethereum price. The question is, are we going to drop down or are we going to regain our uptrend? And the flavor of the month, Solana, and can it go any higher? Is it a good time to buy Solana? If you think this is interesting, stick around. Mastercard to acquire crypto tracing firm CipherTrace. So this is very bullish news for the cryptocurrency space. Why? Because this means that Mastercard does not think that crypto is going away anytime soon. So instead of fighting it, they're going to join it. Mastercard is paying $27 million for their investment in CipherTrace. The deal is the latest sign of robust activity in the crypto tracing sector as governments and banks look to ramp up monitoring and compliance. Since this isn't going away, they want to be a part of the solution and they want to know that they have the tools necessary to allow the cryptocurrency activity while maintaining anti-money laundering policies in place. So Mastercard understands that if they're not in, they're out. And they don't want to die. They don't want to go down the path that many companies in the past have gone, like Blockbuster when Netflix came out. Netflix started with the mail-in DVDs. Blockbuster didn't change that. They said Netflix is gonna die. Then when digital came, the internet, Netflix got on that. They got on the internet. Blockbuster didn't do anything. Netflix started streaming. Blockbuster is dead. When digital cameras came along, Kodak said, no, people are gonna still want to enjoy their physical photos because that's what they like. They like to see their memories and have them in their hands and hold them and treasure them near their heart. And what did people do? They started using digital cameras. And Kodak died and the digital cameras took over. And the technology continued to improve. And phones with great cameras came out and the digital cameras are now dead as well. So if you don't evolve and you don't embrace the new technologies, you're probably going to end up dying as well. Your business is not going to make it. And MasterCard understands that and they're trying to get on board. So if you're not in, you're out. So great for MasterCard. Congratulations. Next, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum price. This is something that's on everybody's mind. Are we going to crash down or are we going to return to our uptrend? And the thing is, it's not that easy to say that. But what we do know is that we have to take it a day at a time, step by step. Right now, you're looking at a 3-day chart and we can see that Bitcoin has been trading between two important ranges. One range was from 30,000 to approximately 42,000, and then the other one is from between 40 to 42,000 and 50 to $52,000. Okay? After the crash, we started trading in this area, okay, between the green and yellow bars. You can see how the Bitcoin price came down, up, down, up, down, and then we started trending downwards, and then we got a big bounce here, and that started our price recovery. We came up to this area and you can see how we fought against it, fought. Bitcoin started trading above the moving averages. We were finally able to push through. We were very happy at that point. We were making higher highs and higher lows. This was very fast growth. And then we came up to this area where we were rejected the first few times right at the $50,000. And there's a video I told you that it's not like $50,000 a line in the sand, but it's an area. And that area went from $50,000 all the way up to $52,636. And you can see that a lot of people started to get excited because we were over $50,000 and they said, we're going to the moon now. But I said, watch out. We have to get across this whole area. And look what happened. Right at the $52,000 mark, where everybody started to open huge longs, huge levered longs, boom, disaster struck. And that's natural. The whales could see that people were over leveraged and it was super easy to wipe everybody out. The problem with that is that it was a huge wipeout and weeks of price crawling up, staircasing up took the elevator down. The good thing is that we ended up on top of this layer of support, which is the $42,000 layer here, plus various moving MAs, okay? So that's positive. So unless we break below $40,000, this area is still in play, okay? Unless we break below $40,700, this range is out of play. So that's step one, okay? That's what you have to keep in mind. Now, shorter term, let's look at the daily. 1, 2, 3 days, we were able to close above the 200 daily moving average. Unfortunately, today, right now, at this time, we are trading below that. So unless Bitcoin is able to get above $45,950, this is not going to be very bullish for the short term. That could trigger a drop in price, closing below this price level. But on the positive side, we are bouncing on the 50 moving average, on the 50 daily moving average. I'm moving to the 1 hour. I'm not going to look at the 4 hour right now, but you can see that we're trending down in this channel, one large channel. I've divided it in two. We were trending in the lower part of the channel for the first time, for the first period in time. We tried to trade above into the upper part of the channel, but as you can see, Bitcoin couldn't continue after we had this bounce over here, and we made a lower high, and we lost this short uptrend line. We came down, we retested, and we were rejected by this line and the MAs, so we fell down to the bottom of the channel again. This also coincides with this horizontal level of support. We can see that this is a demand zone. Every time we get in here, price pushes up, price pushes up, price pushes up. So that's good. This means that there's buyers waiting to buy Bitcoin at this price level. For now, it's kind of looking good. We can see that Bitcoin is trying to push up. Remember, we have to try to close above almost $46,000, which would mean that Bitcoin would trend back up into the upper channel. So for the very, very short term, we just have to understand that this is a supply zone, and unless Bitcoin breaks below it, we should expect bounces over here, okay? The upper part of this range is at $47,000. So we're kind of crabbing. We're doing the same thing we were doing between 30 and 40. Right now, in the short term, we're doing it between 45, 44.7, and 47.5. What about Ethereum? As you can see, Ethereum was super violent. It was very, very violent. We were consolidating right under $4,000. People were starting to say, yes, we're going to the moon. I also thought that we were going to break out. I even had my price target over here at $4,957. But bam, no, denied. We were denied. And we can see that Ethereum started to bounce over this area here, which is very good because it's respecting levels. So Ethereum came down to the 50-day moving average, bounced up, and then right now we're bouncing above this layer of support close to $3,200. So still keeping an eye out on Ethereum. We don't want to lose $3,140 because that would take us down to 2,926, and worst case scenario where I would expect at least the bounce would be $2,500. So we just have to wait for Ethereum to let us know whether it's moving above this range or below this one. While it stays trading in this area, I would not touch Ethereum. I would wait for a breakout or a breakdown. Now we're going to talk about Solana. We gave you Solana in this channel when it was trading at $25 around July 25th. Since then, Solana went up all the way to $215. That's 747% in just a few months. But of course, after such an amazing run, what can we expect from Solana now? Is it safe to buy Solana? Well, I don't know about you, but I definitely wouldn't be buying something that's had such an impressive growth in such a short amount of time. Taking a look at this, I would say that I would like to get entries into Solana at around these price levels, which is $150 to $145. I have Solana right now, but I want to buy more now because I'm viewing Solana as one of the chains that has really gathered momentum. The community around Solana is impressive. It's very cohesive. It's the chain that could really differentiate itself from Ethereum, because the other ones are kind of like Ethereum copycats. Solana isn't. And I also think that Sam Bankman, he's supporting Solana a lot. He's the FTX CEO. He's behind this, and I think that he has a great idea or concept for the future, and he's trying to play with regulators. He's not going against them. He's trying to get them involved. He's also trying to get crypto out there into the mainstream through different tactics. So I think that Solana could be a true competitor to Ethereum. And you probably heard that Ethereum is following what Bitcoin did. So like Ethereum is one cycle behind Bitcoin. And I think that Solana right now is starting to go like is starting to do what Ethereum did in the 2017 cycle. So if that's the case, Solana could go higher. If Bitcoin goes to $100,000, Ethereum is gonna go to $10,000, and Solana is probably gonna go to $1,000. So they're still tanking the gas, and that's why I want to buy more Solana, even though I already have some. So the first point of entry I would be looking for would be at around $150. If something terrible happens and Solana dumps a little bit more, I would be catching Solana at around $100. Worst case scenario is at $66. And if we get there, believe me that everybody's going to be all in there. On the daily chart, we can see that Solana has basically bounced every time we get to this 9-day moving average. We touch it, bounce, continue, bounce, bounce. But you can see that we were losing momentum. So after these touches, we had a great move up before returning to touch them. Right now we had 2 touches, but we are having a deeper retracement. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time, because we're definitely gonna see Solana come down at least to retest this 9-day moving average again. So that's at $160. So you're gonna have a better entry price in the next few days than what you would be doing right now. So in sum, buy Solana right now? No, I would wait for a retrace, but I would buy Solana if it ever goes back to $150 or even down to $100. This is Cadena. I remember talking to you about it a few days ago. And as you can see, it's doing very, very well despite the negative sentiment in the market. It's up almost 55, 60%, depending on whether you could have sold the top here. So there's still coins that are having very, very nice price action. AVAX, had a super nice run up with all the news about L2s. And right now it's consolidating in a bull flag. Depending on whether it breaks out over here, remember that depends on Bitcoin, we could see AVAX pop 70% higher. If this happens over here, we could see price go up to $76. The percentage would stay the same. What I'm liking is that we can see volume coming back into AVAX. If we get above 48.55, I would definitely be watching this. And if we get above $52, I would say that this thing is going to pop. So keep your eye out for AVAX. Phantom also had a great run. Talked about Phantom many times when it was still at around this price. We also talked about it at around this price. And since then, it's gone up to 120%. Right now, it's still 70% above our price. XI has been the slowest one, but still has been able to deliver 61% growth. Right now, it's still up 47%. But you can see that yesterday, XDAI or stake had a huge demand versus the volume it's had in the previous days. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoy it. Today is Friday, so I wish everybody a great weekend. Enjoy with your families and friends. Don't forget to take profits when you catch a great move. That way you can roll those profits into something else or keep them in stables to buy the dip. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great weekend.